Hey everyone, it's Dana,
And Jamie.
and we want to thank you for spending another Thursday night with us here live in the lounge. It's been a very crazy week to say the least, so we were super looking forward to this Thursday's episode. We have a very well-known Pilates instructor here with us today to teach us the benefits of Pilates, as well as she's going to teach like a mini live mat class so you could get some of the basics down, and then she'll tell you how you could actually take her classes on Zoom, which is what I've been doing throughout the pandemic, and it's been amazing. It's allowed me to continue my Pilates practice throughout. If you guys are there, please say hi, wave, be sure to comment if you have any questions about Pilates in general. Comment that and we'll send them over to Elyssa, or if she's still live talking before the actual class, we will have her answer them for you live tonight. So thank you so much for joining us. I am going to bring in Elyssa live into the lounge. Hold on, here she comes. Hey!
Thank you for having me.
Oh, there you are.
Hi.
What's going on?
Oh, not much. Happy to be here.
I'm so glad that you're here with us too. So I gave a little intro about you, that you're a very well-known Pilates instructor. You are my Pilates instructor turned very close friend. And I'm so excited. People always ask me, like, why do you like Pilates so much? I'm like, oh my God, you don't even understand. I'm like obsessed with it. Probably because my teacher is fabulous, but the practice itself has helped me immensely. So I'm going to get into the questions because I know everyone's super excited to learn the basics of mat Pilates and how they can join your Zoom classes. So James, I'm going to let you take it away.
Awesome. I do want to acknowledge that this is really our first experiential, right, Dane?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Facebook or live. So we would definitely want to hear from you. And we were so excited that you agreed to do this for us, because I think part of us evolving as a live show is helping people check in and really experience it. So but first we want to start with you before you give us this amazing experience. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, how did you start teaching Pilates? What made you do it? I know you're a mom. Like, we really want to get to know you before you make us sweat.
Okay. I'm going to age myself a little bit. I have been doing Pilates myself for about 24 years. And I started doing Pilates when I was teaching special ed kids at a middle school age level at a very young age. And I just was leaving work every day so stressed out. And I'm not really into the running or sitting stationary. I'm a go, go, go person. And I was looking for that type of exercise that challenged me, but yet I kind of knew how to make it harder for myself if I needed to, and then also be able to take it back a few steps, still working my core. And I just fell in love with it. So it became a little like addicting for me. I went once, very shy, hesitant, and then before I knew it, I was going 5 days a week, and that was just my outlet. And I did it for about 10 years, still teaching in Palm Beach County, and then I got pregnant with twins. Not expected, and I became a high-risk pregnancy, and I was told at 8 weeks I needed to get off all machines and that I needed to stop working, and I was bedridden in about 30 weeks, and then my kids came at 35 weeks. And the first thing I said to the doctor was, can I get back on my Pilates machines? Like, I had missed it so much. And they were like, let your body heal. And about 12 weeks after having my babies, I got back onto that machine, and I was just amazed. I fell in love with it so much more because my body remembered everything. And I was pre-baby weight within 8 weeks, like my body just went right back into shape. And I credit it all to Pilates. It was just something that I couldn't talk about enough with my friends. And at the same time, I had my mother who had been doing it. She's now 30 plus years of a Pilates expertise. So we would go together and do mother-daughter, and it became my life. And I stopped teaching. I stayed at home with my kids. And once they started preschool, I told my husband, I'm going to do a shift. I'm going to start teaching Pilates instead of special ed kids again. So I went from kids to adults, and I went through the year certification, and I now have been teaching Pilates mat as well as apparatus, all the machines I'm certified in, for over 10 years. And I love what I do.
That's awesome. So I'm still waiting for my body to get back to baby, and I have almost an 18-year-old. So maybe you could tell everyone what Pilates, I know what it's about, but what it's about, obviously I need to engage a little bit more. And like, who is a good candidate for Pilates?
Anyone is a candidate. You can be overweight, you can have injuries, you can be in perfect health. Pilates was developed for anyone that wanted to do low impact exercises, whether you're on a mat or you're on a reformer with spring resistance. Everything is core based. You're working your arms, you're working your legs, but you're always challenging your center. And that center is what gives us good posture and balance and flexibility. There's so many pros to Pilates that you just modify it, and you go step by step, and you watch your body change, and you watch those exercises that were hard at the beginning become easier and easier, to the point that you have to start making it harder for yourself. There's never going to be a time where you don't feel you're challenged in Pilates.
Very cool. So before we take the mini intro mat class, how does someone get into one of your classes, like one of your private Zooms? Like, what would you recommend? Because I have a feeling that people are going to want to try it out more than just a little like taster or teaser that we're giving them tonight. How would they get in touch with you?
Yeah, absolutely. So with the pandemic, I've just kind of shifted to Zoom classes as well as privates via Zoom. And you can get my cell number. I'm very impersonal. You can text me, you can email me. Dana has all that information. I'm kind of loading it on her, my third party there.
I'm her pseudo marketing department.
And I'm more I am a chatter injury in your sure if it's for you. We people your camera your space. You can have music on, an hour for you in your house.
Right. No, I think that's great. Oh, one of our favorite Pilates people. Danny says she loves Pilates. And some people, they're listening while they're doing Pilates. They'd miss class all week.
I want to add, I love, just because I want to, my daughter who is 18 has taken your class. Like she's an athlete. She's cross country, skiing, soccer, and for her too, even to just be interested. So it's like all ages, right? It's like a great way to change it up.
Yeah, I have trained horseback riders of all ages, ballerinas. My boys are both tennis players. I get them on the machines to just stretch out their calves. They have super tight hamstrings already at the age of 13. So of course it's great for athletes and starting young. It's just a practice that can carry with you. And I mean, it may seem like a little too much information, but as we get older, it gets harder to get out of bed, to get off the toilet, those kinds of things. You don't really think about at our age, but it does happen. And everything from the core.
I'm actually hiding in there from my children. It's not that I can't get off.
are like to get yourself up. But it's true. And yeah, I mean, I've had a client tell me she got in a car accident and she said, Pilates saved my life. I was able to do a pelvic bridge as they literally cut the car in half to get her out. And she's like, I would never have been able to do that without Pilates. Like, and I mean, that's to the extreme, but there's tons of people that come back from knee surgeries, back surgeries. I mean, Pilates is a wonderful way to rehab any ailments that you have going on.
Right. And what's great about your class also, and I could attest to this, is you give modifications. So if you have the bad lower back or you hurt your neck or you hurt your shoulder, you tell us it's okay. Here's what you could do to not hurt yourself even more. And you can still enjoy the practice, which I think is really important. That was one thing why I started Pilates, was because of a bad lower back. And it's actually helped me to strengthen my core, and I'm obsessed with it now. So,
yeah, I don't like anyone to feel intimidated when they take my classes. I don't want people to be like, oh, I just can't get there. So I try to teach it by saying level 1 if you're comfortable, or level 2, or go up to level 3, or modify, because anything that you do the first day, you're going to do different on the 30th day. And of course, the more you do it, the stronger you get. And then one day you'll say, I remember when I had to keep my knees in, and now your knees are further away. It's just little self-accomplishments. And as long as you don't beat yourself up and you just give yourself a pat on the back at the end and say, I did the best I could, then you did a great job in my class.
Oh, I still can't do a roll up, but
that's okay.
But that's okay. I accept that. I do the modification where I go halfway down and then halfway up.
That's right. Do that tonight. We're going to do modifications. And you know what? There are certain exercises I still can't do 20 years later. I mean, everyone has their weaknesses. So it's all good.
All right. I'm going to leave the floor to you right now. You're going to have the screen. I'm going to put you on. Hold on. There you are.
Well, I'm going to move my camera to the floor, and you're going to see my mat on the floor, okay? So everyone now get onto your floor. Get comfortable. I always tell everyone in my class, put your TV on, put your music on, whatever you want. But seriously, this is your 15 minutes. I have a mat right here. And I want you to lay all the way down on your mat. So the first important thing about mat Pilates is finding your connection. And when I say that, I'm talking about your ribs to the mat. You have a natural curve in your back. You never want to press your spine, but you want to get your back down and keep it down through all of your exercises. So today we're going to do some very beginner exercises, and we need to start by bringing the knees into the chest. And once those knees are in, you can take your hands in front of your shins, behind your thighs, and just slowly rock side to side so you tell those lower back nerve endings, hey, we're going to work right now. Get ready. And you feel those ribs stay tight to the mat. Once we've rocked a little bit, I'm going to have you hold it here and place your hands behind the nape of the neck. If at any time you have discomfort in your neck, you just rest it back down. You don't have to keep your upper body lifted. So we're going to come up, hold it up, and let the whole weight of the head into the palms. Then slowly, again, this is your exercise, as you lift your heels up, you're going to stop in the alignment so you have a straight line. And then inch your knees away from your chest and hold it, and don't pass where your hip alignment is. This tabletop position is beyond challenging. Just keeping it here and me talking to you, you should feel a little shake. I want you to pull your belly button in, externally rotate, so the heels are going to come together, the toes are going to go apart, and your knees are going to open the width of your shoulders. You still have the weight of the head in the palms, and you can rest it down again if you need to. Shoot those legs out to a 45, straighten those legs. Now we're just going to test ourselves. If our back is on the mat, we're in a good spot. If we feel our back coming off the mat, lift the legs a little higher because we always work proximal to distal. And then bend those knees and come back to that table position. So we push all the way out, hold the belly button in tight, and then bend those knees and come back. Let's reach out for 4 and resist it to table. Take an inhale, lengthen away, squeeze those inner thighs and come back in. 2 more for me, reach out and resist. Last one, try peeling those shoulders a little higher off your mat. And then bring your knees all the way in, rest the upper body, hands go back to the legs, and we always reconnect. We go to a small little rock, maybe a few circles. In between each exercise, we just kind of check in with our body. And you may say, that one didn't work so well, let's get to the next. So we're gonna place our feet to the mat. Knees are up to the ceiling and the arms are going to reach out at hip height. If you have that neck injury, you're going to keep your head down with your chin away from chest. Or if you're able to, you're going to lift the head, neck, and shoulders up and look into that belly button. And start pumping vigorously. And then exhale it all out. It's called 100. We do 10 deep breaths. This pumping of the arms gets the blood flowing to the heart. Deep breath in. Breath out. This is a level 1 position with it. Take those and keep pumping. In 2, 3, 4, 5 and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now if level 2 isn't enough challenge, keep the legs back to 45. There's your level 3. So you have 3 options for this exercise, and head can always come down if needed. We're going to finish up. We pump in 2, 3, 4, 5 and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Last one. Finish in 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale out 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the pumps. Bring those knees back in. Rest the head. And again, reconnect to your mat. Just small little rocks, maybe a few circles. And then hold it through center. So we're going to come to a sit position. You have 2 options. Keep the knees in and rock yourself up. Or take the legs out in front of you. Here's your favorite roll up, Dana. We're going to take the arms to the ceiling, plug the shoulders, lift the head, and slowly peel off the upper body and reach forward. You want to come up tall. Now, while we're working in sit position, it's all posture, that L4, L5 lower back. Grow from it as if I'm pulling you from the top of the head. Reach the arms out. Tuck. Scoop your pubic bone and just come down a few inches and hold it here. Pull the belly button a little deeper. Bend your knees, placing the feet to the mat. Then gently take the hands behind the thighs where your elbows go out to the side. So we're going to do some half roll-ups from here. That's a modification from full roll-ups. I want you to round back, straightening those arms as much as you can. And then imagine I punched in the stomach. As you round forward, really pull the belly button to your spine, pulling your stomach away from your thighs. Go back down, take an inhale as you straighten those arms, and exhale, pull everything back in and up. Again, we reach and exhale, bring it together. Keeping our spine in a flexion, in a C curve right now. Exhale, pull in. This is going to be our last one here. Reach and pull it all the way in. And slowly stack, coming back up tall. The legs go back out in front of us. Reach the arms back out. You may flop really fast to the mat. That's okay. We're going to roll back and get our upper body back down to our mat. So plug the shoulders so your back muscles are working and just roll the spine. Try to melt lower back, middle back, shoulders, and then your head comes down to the mat. Let the arms come by your side. From here, 2 options for our one-legged circle. You have a strong flex left foot, or you bend the left knee and place the foot onto the mat directly. This is more restricted. It allows you to stabilize your center. This is a little more challenging, keeping the left leg long. Bring the right knee all the way into your your chest. Lengthen the right leg up. Holding legs up is hard. They're heavy. Point the toe. Pull the abs in. Make a tiny little circle. No larger than the size of a kickball. Just in and around. Have that leg move all from your core muscles. If you're feeling it a little too much with that left leg long, again, just bend the knee and anchor the foot down, and that's going to help you stabilize more through your center. And at the top, I want you to reverse the circle. So go out small, cross through the belly button a lot. Cross. Keep pulling those abs in. One more. And we're holding that right leg at the top. Now flex that foot so that you feel the stretch through the back of the leg. Bring it to a point, back to a flex, to a point, and then keep the flex. You can lower that leg all the way down or bend the knee and place the foot back to your mat. So now you have the choice again with the right leg. It can be long, strong flex foot, or the knee is bent. And you're going to pull the left knee in. Take that left foot up to the ceiling and point the toe. Cross through the midline, small circles, no bigger than the size of a kickball. You'll find one side is a little bit easier than the other. We always have our dominant side. Keep pulling those abs in so your hips don't wobble a lot, and then reverse the direction. Out a little, cross through the midline a lot. And we circle. One more time, hold it up at the top. Flex that left foot, bring it back to a point, flex, point. Now keep that flex and either pull the knee in or lengthen the leg long all the way to your mat. Once both legs are long, you have the choice. Keep the legs straight to roll up or pull the knees in, hands to the shins so you can rock yourself up. We're all going to come to sit together. So the head lifts and we come all the way up slowly, reaching out in front of us and then stacking the spine. So I want everyone to open their legs to a small V, no wider than the width of your mat. And focus on your sit bones being even. Take those arms back out in front of you. Your shoulders and your wrists are a straight line. The toes are flexed so you get that stretch in the back of the legs. Grow tall. Again, get out of that lower lumbar area. And then exhale, reach forward. Let those fingertips go out in front of you. Pull your belly button in. Inhale, stack. Come up tall. Pull the shoulder blades down your back. Exhale, round forward again. Get the flexion in your spine. Pull those abs in tight. Inhale, come back up tall, keeping the sit bones anchored. Exhale, reach. And don't worry so much about breath. If you're a beginner, it will just come. You need to focus more on just your forearm at this moment. One more for me. We reach all the way forward, keeping those sit bones down. And then we come up tall and let those arms come by our sides so the shoulders get a moment to break. Legs are going to come back in front. We're going to go back down to that mat, so there's a lot of up and down. Tuck the pubic bone, keep the wrists out long, and articulate the spine. The slower you go, the more you're working into your core muscles. Ideally, you want the lower back, the middle back, the shoulder blades, and then the head. Let those arms come down. Pull the knees into your chest. Now we're going into the ab series, which is 5 exercises. They're meant to be done together. The head is cued, being lifted. Modify it by either keeping the head down or taking the hands and using those hands again to support the nape of the neck. We're going to lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Both hands go onto the right shin as the left leg goes out to 45. In Pilates, we always work proximal to distal. So the lower that long leg is, the more challenging it is. If you feel your back coming off your mat and you don't have that connection, lift that leg a little higher up for me. And then switch. Pull the left knee in, lengthen the right leg out. And then switch again. And switch again. Inhale. And then exhale that breath out. You feel the opposition as one knee comes in, the toes lengthen out. And this is our last one. Pull the knees in, rest the head down, reconnect to your mat. Next exercise, the arms come back to that hip height. Head, neck, and shoulders come back up. At the same time, I want you to reach those arms to your ears and extend those legs out to 45 and hold it. Holding it is hard. If it's coming into your back, lift those legs a little higher. Circle the arms, pull the knees into your chest. We reach everything out together. We circle and pull it all back in together. Keeping the ribs imprinted to the mat, pulling the belly button to spine. One more here. Reach away and bring it all in. Rest that upper body back down. Third exercise is our scissors. Head, neck, and shoulders come back up. We take those feet to the ceiling. We flex the toes, so we already have that stretch coming. Grab behind your right calf, lower the left leg to 45. Your 45 is different than mine. Go where you're challenged. Give the leg a little pull, and then switch the opposite leg comes in. As you give a little pull to the nose, you're going to get even deeper into the hamstring, the back of the leg, and switch. And a little pulse. One more each side. Mini session. And pull the knees in. Again, we reconnect to the mat. Now we're all going to take our hands, place them behind the head, just like we started. Lift the head back up and put the entire weight into your palms, keeping those elbows wide. Take both legs up to the ceiling. Holding that 90-degree shape is challenging. It's all coming from those lower abdominals. Only go down to where you can keep the ribs intact with your mat, and then lift those legs back up. Lower and reach away, keeping the shoulder blades off the mat, and then return. It's a small down and a small lift back up. You don't want big movements if you're not connecting to your mat. So only go to where you can feel those ribs stay anchored. Last one. And pull the knees in, rest it down. We're there. We're finishing up our ab series with our crisscross. We're going to lift the head back up. Put the weight of the head into the palms. Go back to that first one where we pulled the right knee in and lengthen the left leg out. Now use that left elbow and twist up and over to that right knee. And then switch, pull the left knee in, twist your upper body to the left. And then go back, pull the right knee in, twist back up to your right. And switch. And keep pulling those abs in. And switch, one more each side. Twist right, twist left, and come to center, rest it down. Hands go back to those legs and rock side to side, make a few circles, massage out that lower back. We have to get back up to that sit position, so you're either going to keep the knees in and rock yourself up, or join me as you take your legs out in front of you. Flex the toes, reach those arms to the ceiling, plug your shoulders. Head comes up, and we slowly roll back to sitting and reach forward. Come back up tall, let those arms come down by your side. Open those legs up the width of the mat. One more time for me. You have a nice anchored sit bone. The arms are going to reach out to a T. We want to unstick the ribs. When you sit all day, your ribs become tight. So we're going to go into a little rotation. Twist to the right. Take that right hand, hug toward the center. Reach the left pinky finger towards the right pinky toe. You don't want to touch it. You want to be at shoulder height. And pulse. 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Turn through center. Take it to the left. Hug midline. Reach with that right pinky finger. Pulse. 3, 2, 1. Up, back through center. Take it back right. Reach and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Up. Let's finish it. One more to the left. Reach and pulse. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Back through center. And let those arms come down. So from here, just find that comfortable sit position for me. I like to sit Indian style. I know it was a quick one today. We always want more. Let's bring those arms overhead. Deep inhale. Exhale all that air out. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale all that air out. It was a pleasure being with you tonight. I look forward to meeting you guys. Have a wonderful night. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. I'm like, oh my God, hold on. That was awesome.
Thank you.
I know, it's funny. once you get into it, you want more.
Yeah. What do you mean 15 minutes? I have to cut everything.
I know. But no, you showed some really great stretches and the basics and the keeping the core in and the back flat and all those great things that you taught me on a reformer back in the day that everyone else can learn on their own now. So, oh, look how cute. She said thank you. Danny said thank you. So ladies and gents that are on, if you are interested, you could be anywhere in the world technically and take Elyssa's Zoom classes. She has group classes where you're with other people, although I guess you could see them, but you won't hear them unless you want to talk to them after. But Elyssa also does.
I was going to say, some people turn their cameras off. It's preference to what you want.
Exactly. I like to watch people. Sorry, I'm a voyeur. But and you also have these new Zoom private classes, which are great also. So if anyone is interested, please actually just email me at dana@themodernmomlounge.com, or if you have my phone number, or if you'd like to comment in the comments below. I know this video is live on the Modern Mom Lounge Facebook page and the private group and on YouTube. So wherever, puppies, and you get puppies at the end. That's the best part. He's Porter the Pilates pup. But comment and I will get you in touch with Elyssa for the classes. Elyssa, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, guys. It was a pleasure.
Oh my God. We loved it. We loved it. Wait, Jamie's on mute still. Hold on.
I said puppy.
He's my Pilates puppy. Anytime I'm on the mat, he jumps onto my stomach. And then this is Riesling. I don't drink it all though. And these dogs love me being home the last 10 months. They're always in here with me. Acting up like my children. 2 dogs and my children.
All right, Elyssa. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you again. Have a great night, everybody. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.